Sports pregame show. Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Boston Celtics. Looking at Boston, one thing we know, they feel they match up well in this contest. It's obviously an opponent they're confident going up against. We won't have to wait long to see if that confidence is well-founded. In a league of giants, the NBA community loves to cheer for the little guy. One of the best ever players under 6 feet tall got to be Isaiah Thomas. Guys, just how is he able to dominate when he's listed at, what, 5'9"?
Yeah, I mean, his domination comes from his speed and quickness. And actually, it's an advantage. He uses his lack of size as an advantage because he sees avenues and lanes that typically taller players can't see. Great outside shot, what makes you cover him. This guy has the total package.
A short guy sees lanes that taller players can't see.
No question.
Anyway, plays with zero fear in this game. Reminds me of a little bit of Allen Iverson.
So Isaiah Thomas, 5'9". Shaq, when he was born, you don't realize this, was 5'10".
Wow.
Yeah.
5'10".
Here's
You're
Kevin
5'10".
Harlan.
5'10".
Cavaliers are out of Cleveland as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in tonight's contest. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Craig Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Steve, we have a great matchup in the backcourt in this one. What are some of the toughest aspects of defending against guards who can light it up?
The toughest thing is, Kevin, when you have a guard that has it going from behind the line, and he's a guy that drives the basketball. So you're planning for the drive, but he is starting to light you up from behind the line. So you're really in no man's land. You get up on him, he's going around you, then he's knocking down the three. That's when you start yelling, help, help.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. D-Wade out there with Isaiah Thomas, and it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. Irving kicks to Smart. Irving with it. Now Horford over Thompson, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Boy, he loves that mid-range jumper. Just create enough room to operate.
To the left wing, from deep, Thomas. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Thomas got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Smart passes to Horford. They set the screen. Horford with a screen on Wade. Here's Smart. Wade with the block.
Almost a block a game for his career. Wade has never been shy challenging shots.
And here are the Cavaliers. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Now here's Wade, guarded by Smart. Wade kicks to Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer, and another 3 for Cleveland.
Hey, it's not what he's known for, but every so often, Wade does pull up from deep.
Irving against Thomas. Now here's Irving. Defense right on him. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Dishes it to Thompson. Outside Irving. Another miss by Irving.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And you look at what Marcus Morris gives you, and it isn't going to jump out on the stat sheet. But, Steve, he gets so many minutes because of things that just don't show up in numbers that you can really look at and feel.
You know, he's a floor spacer, and he fits well into the system they're running. What he gives you goes beyond the box score.
And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest 2 guards to ever play.
First free throw is good. And it's shocking when you look at the numbers that Wade has had over the years. He never won an MVP award. Certainly, Greg played like an MVP in some of his seasons.
But the rest of the accolades are there for D. Wade. All the trips to the All-Star game, the first team, all defense, the all-NBA teams. But most important to him and his legacy are the 3 NBA titles.
Both free throws good from Wade.
The resume that Dwayne Wade has put together over the course of his career is staggering. 3 NBA titles and a Finals MVP. Countless All-NBA team nods and All-Star appearances.
Here's Irving. Again, Irving missing.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
Wade dishes to Thomas. Wade left side, over Smart, and another miss by Cleveland. And with Wade's accomplishments last season, his only year other than his rookie campaign, Steve, where he wasn't an all-star, shows a lot for his staying power.
From a historical context, Wade is one of the greatest shooting guards of all time. Few others at that position can say they had a greater career. Realistically, in my opinion, he's probably in the top 5 at that position.
Here's Wade, following the basket by Al Horford. Love kicks to James. And the pass to Thomas. And the dunk by Love.
Well, he's not just lurking for threes. Kevin Love also dangerous on the glass.
Now here's Irving. Horford with a screen on Thomas. Here's Irving, and it's good, 2 points.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
It's a pick by Love. Hayward against Wade. That one, no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. And David Aldridge spoke with Brad Stevens. David?
To keep it simple tonight, he wants to run everything through the low post. He told me, physically, we're the stronger team. We need to use that strength to our benefit. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Here's LeBron, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Love with the buckets.
He's made that three-point shot a staple in his arsenal. You can't sag off Kevin Love.
Irving against Thomas. Irving drives in. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Celtics gave up 4 players to get 1 in Kyrie Irving, but they already had so much depth, they could afford to sacrifice a bit for a superstar just entering his prime.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. Brown, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Irving. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Crowder, he's checked in for Thompson. Smith comes in for James. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Rose in for Thomas.
And really for the Celtics, just a wealth of assets, but in reality, only so much playing time to go around. Sooner or later, you knew they'd make a move, and I think they got the best player in the trade.
Here's Tatum after the made shot from Jay Crowder. Goes up on the high post. Crowder pulls it in.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good playing right there.
Stolen. Here's Rozier. He's covered by Rose. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Cleveland. The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
And for Cleveland, repeat or no repeat, just having that first title still resonates. A city no longer defined by sports futility.
And he's good on the second. You know, Steve, many felt that it was fitting that the Cavaliers came back in the 2016 finals from a 3-1 series deficit to win it all. If you're going to finally break through, it would have to be against all odds to make something like that happen.
Yeah, so true. And the actual ring the team got after that comeback has a story to it. 3 white diamonds and 4 red garnets, showing the sequence of wins and losses. It reflects determination and the end of a curse.
On the free throw, no good. Hey, you look back for J.R. Smith, you know, Steve, over the years, some questionable choices. His reputation took a hit, but do you feel he's turned over a new chapter in his life?
Yeah, I do. I mean, spending time with LeBron James has differed. Everybody looked at him as a prankster, not just on the court, but off the court. He's doing a better job. I'm happy to see him maturing.
Outside Rose. It's a pick by Love. There's a good screen. From outside, off the mark. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cavaliers ahead, up by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. A chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even killed. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him, nothing throws him off his game.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we got Rose, Jay Crowder out there with Smith. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Korver in its shooting guard. Now here's Crowder. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And when you look at Jay Crowder, he kind of bridges that gap between role player / star player. The numbers might not wow you, but his tough play at both ends of the court is extremely valuable.
Good, Crowder. And Greg, wouldn't you agree? Crowder clearly one of the best in the NBA in defending.
Without question. I mean, this guy guards 3 positions every night. And the combination of strength, quick feet, and then the quick hands make him a problem.
And both free throws good from Crowder. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Rozier, pass to Baines. Brown outside. A floater, and he lays it up and in. Brown's got 5.
And you gotta respect how accomplished Brown is down low, destroying whoever is in his way.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Korver kicks to Crowder. It's a pick by Love. Feeds it to Korver. 6 on the shot clock. Smith outside. And the shot goes in. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Easy elevation, textbook form. JR is consistent with that jumper.
They set the screen. Now here's Tatum. He's guarded by Love. Tatum's shot is off. Korver with it. Picked up by Brown. Another shot. Love, no good. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Morris a screen, Tatum, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
And there's another aspect of his game, the ability to work off the screen. Give this guy any kind of space, and he's gonna torch you.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Steve, you talk about the value of versatility in the NBA. It's never been higher than I think right now, wouldn't you say?
You're right, Kevin. The reason why is back in the day, a big guy got the rebound, a point guard or a guard would have to come back to bring the basketball up. Now, you see a guy like Anthony Davis, Al Horford, DeMarcus Cousins. They grab the rebound, and you see the shooting guard and the point guard, they get down sprinting because they know they have a guy that can bring it up and make the right play.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Al Horford's checked in for Aaron Bay. Comes in for Marcus Morris. Smart's checked in for Brown. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Terry Rozier. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. James comes in for Smith. Wade, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Thomas subbed in for Derrick Rose. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing, and if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. Here's Irving. Isaiah Thomas making his last shot. Right side, Irving. Right wing. Horford with the screen on Thompson. From the stripe. And the shot falls short this time. Cleveland leading by 3. LeBron outside. Passes it to Thomas. There's the pick. The screen from Thompson. Thomas kicks to Crowder. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Over Hayward. LeBron can't get it to go.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Now here's Hayward. Looking for his first basket still in this one. The dish to Tatum. Horford sets a screen for Tatum over James. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance. So Crowder will go to the free throw line. It goes on Jason Tatum. Cleveland shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Good Crowder.
And they struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but they have been terrific in the second, up to almost 85% overall.
Now here's Irving. He's got 8. Over Thomas. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Crowder's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And you look back to that Big 3 era in Boston, you know, the Celtics have not been shy about aggressively trading to reshape this roster. You know, they've made a rapid rebuild that's really the envy of a lot of teams around our league.
James against Hayward. Over Hayward. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And now an 8-point Cleveland lead. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Hayward's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And as aggressive as the Celtics have been, Greg, they've also shown patience, haven't they?
Yeah, and in some ways, maybe a victim of their own success. You come out on the winning end of your trades time and again. Other GMs don't want to look bad. They get hesitant, possibly, and don't want to add their name to that list.
It's the Cavaliers with the ball, leading by 5. And James throws it down.
I mean, plenty of lift in those legs. LeBron never did the dunk contest. He just does it in a game.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleashed chaos moment. And that one's good, Irving.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Thompson passes to James. Outside for Thomas. Buries it from 3-point range. Thomas got 8 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Irving against LeBron, and there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Celtics. And then for Cleveland, Smith comes in for Crowder, and it's Rose in for Dwayne Wade. And here is Irving. 10 points for him, 6 to shoot, and Baines kicks to Hayward. Traps in the tray. Hayward's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Celtics.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thompson, a screen on Irving. Smith for 3. Cleveland gets it back. That one's not going to go. Smart with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Stolen by Rose. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Cavaliers lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie. What got you going in the first?
My teammates were just finding me, setting good screen, and just stay aggressive, not only for myself, but for them. We were kind of in a hole in the first quarter, kind of sluggish. Came out in the second quarter, kind of sluggish, but just got to pick it up on the defensive end. That's where it starts.
Kyrie, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports.
You're working out.
The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. For the Cavaliers, Kenny, what do you think?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight. Not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
I think they let the game come to them, but they haven't got to the foul line enough, Ernie. That's an area where they're getting beat. I'd like to see them press to action a little bit more.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter.
What going on there as we welcome you back to Boston? That shot taken from the observation deck at the Prudential Center. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And every team needs this. A guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Hayward outside at the 3 with Morris to his side at the 4. Irving is out there with Smart. And it's Horford in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Now Irving. Over Thompson. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Kyrie Irving. And Kyrie Irving keeps that ball on a string, but Coach has asked him to be quicker on the attack, Steve, not over-dribbling to set up his man.
Yeah, this league is moving away from one-on-one scoring and isolation plays. For the great scorers, it's often a temptation to take your time to pick your defender apart. The problem is it allows weak side defenders a chance to get set.
Now, here is Morris. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Wade outside. He dishes it to Thomas. The screen from Thompson. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Thomas, good. Now it's a 7-point Cavalier lead.
Amazing how he gets this one go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
Now, here is Morris. Horford with the screen on Love. Morris, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Thomas down low, covered by Irving. Here's Wade. The rebound by the Celtics. Kicks it to Smart. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Back to Morris. A and the miss by Morris.
Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he couldn't make them pay.
And he comes up with the deuce. 7 points for Dwayne Wade.
A solid beginning to this second half offensively. 3 for 4 from the floor.
Picked by Horford. Here's Irving. Boston, no good that time either.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
The screen from Thompson. Thomas dishes to Wade. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Celtics. Brown is checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's Rozier in for Irving. And Cleveland with a change here too. Korver's checked in. The screen from Thompson. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
That's the modern day NBA. Complain about the call and hope the next one goes your way.
Rozier the pass to Hayward. Rozier kicks to Horford. Over Thompson. Boston, no good that time either.
Terrible beginning to the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
And the Cleveland Cavaliers unable to defend their 2016 title, Steve, but hungry to return to the NBA Finals once again.
You know, the pressure, Kevin, to capitalize on their window. LeBron James turning 33 this season. An aging supporting cast. It won't get any easier.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, there's too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
And Cleveland making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Rozier. In the corner, it's Hayward. And they get it. Nailed from three-point land. Hayward's got 9 points.
The three-point stroke of Gordon Hayward is so sweet. One of his favorite shots to take.
Thomas dishes to James. Back to Thomas. Pocket 6. He kicks to Korver. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Korver going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Boston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Picked by Horford. Here's Hayward. Another shot. And Horford lays it up and in. He has 6.
A top-notch post game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 12. It's Crowder on the wing, covered by Morris. The shot's good.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
Here's Rozier. The feed to Morris. Pass to Rozier. Love against Horford. Good D by Love.
That's one of his shots in his arsenal, but it was terrific rim protection.
Thomas, no good. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Brown. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. No good that time, so the Celtics will take it the other way. Hayward against LeBron. Rozier the pass to Morris. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
And that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
That free throw good for Morris. Every NBA player, Steve, believes in themselves, but some take it to the extreme. When they're on, they're on. And when they're off and cold, they just kind of lose interest, it seems. Which players do you think have this irrational confidence, if you want to call it that?
I think J.R. Smith, every shot, any shot, anywhere he feels is going in, and he will still take shots. He has amnesia. He could be 0 for 10 and keep shooting the basketball. Jamal Crawford is another guy. Those guys, they keep firing. Damian Lillard, they will keep shooting because they feel the next shot is going in.
And the dunk by LeBron.
The vision of Love, the willingness to make the extra pass, just more reasons why he's so dangerous in this offense.
Here's Rozier, takes a three. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's James. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. So many things you could single out about the game of LeBron James, but Steve, his finishing is absolutely amazing.
I totally agree. A guy that can go both ways with both hands, not just a dunker. He has great touch around the rim, the ability to play through contact. He has collected more and ones over his career than any of his contemporaries.
Free throw good, LeBron.
You know, so many people were surprised at the Kyrie Irving trade, but throughout the decades, Boston's been unafraid to pull the trigger. I mean, they moved up to number 2 to draft the great Bill Russell, moving back to number 3 to draft McHale, add Parrish, assembling the big 3 for a championship, then dismantling that big 3 for all those unprotected picks. This is an organization that stops at nothing to try and win titles.
Here's Rozier. He feeds it to Tatum. Morris outside. Shoots over Crowder. Again, the miss by Morris.
You know, thinking about Kyrie's legacy here in Boston, this is a town that cares only about championships. That's how his contribution is going to be measured. And only time will tell if he can walk in the shoes of the greatest players to ever put on a Celtics uniform.
So it's the Celtics now, after LeBron James's miss. Brown kicks to Morris. Play. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
Crafty inside. Morris has become proficient at using his body to create just the right amount of space for that shot.
Smith sets the pick for Rose. A 15-footer. LeBron, good. LeBron's got the lead up to 13 now for Cleveland.
At a time when everyone's obsessed with...
Got the shot! He
Just
got it!
no better feeling to be able to deliver in a moment like that.
And you see his teammates love it. They love it.
Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return shortly. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Pace of play is a big part of tonight, okay? Make sure on the bench when we come back, we lift it.
One of the team's great young teachers, Brad Stevens, wanting his guys to control the tempo.
Yeah, and he feels if they push it, if they attack intelligently, it's going to be to their advantage.
Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, D-Wade out there with Derrick Rose. Then it's Smith, then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Crowder. Cleveland moving the ball around. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Rose. Smith's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Cavs. Smart kicks to Baines. And a wide open look for Irving. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Wow, the shot extremely consistent from range.
Dishes it to Crowder. Wade left side, over Smart, kept alive, Thompson. Misses from close range.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Now here's Smart. In the corner, it's Morris. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Cleveland leading by 10. Outer dishes to Wade. Here's Rose. Now on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
This is why Derrick Rose is considered one of the best at his position. He is not afraid of going down low.
And it's really all about the evolution of Derrick Rose, finding out how to be more effective at this stage of his career. And, I think he's done a good job of denying on his outside shot as much. Still can attack and get to the rim.
One shot,
and it's starting to lead to better results.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Horford comes in for Aaron Baines, and Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Brown. And Rose, no good on that one. For Rose, the outside shot was something that never really recovered after his injuries, Greg, but he is still a dangerous scorer without that tool.
One of the better finishers still at the rim in the league in terms of guards. His decision to go inside more helped bump that field goal percentage up last season. Not everyone can adjust their game, but Rose managed to do it seamlessly.
And here's Wade after the three-pointer from Al Horford. The screen from Thompson. Off the screen, and then Wade slams it in.
That's a solid screen by Tristan. Understands how to position himself.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, you talk about scores in the NBA, Kyrie Irving is right up there. With his ball handling and shot-making ability, he can dazzle you.
A different look now for Cleveland. Kevin Love comes in for Smith, and Isaiah Thomas subbed in for Rose. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Okay, David, thanks. And Kyrie's creativity, hitting jumpers off the dribble, finishing around the rim. What a great handle. It makes him special to watch.
I totally agree. His dribbling ability and finishing around the rim with either left or right, he is so skilled. He makes highlights every time he touches the ball. I call him the bus driver.
Oh, I like that. The bus driver. I like this, Smitty. Good one. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. The screen from Thompson. Love with the screen for Thomas. And stolen by Horford. Hayward with the ball. Wade picks him up. On its way from Irving for two. Not enough on that one as it misses.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Love with the second chance points.
His positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Irving attacking, and he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Thomas. Thompson passes to Thomas. No good from 11 feet.
Well, this is what happens when you're a threat down low. You attract a lot of defensive attention.
In the corner, it's Hayward. Screen on Thompson. Hayward kicks to Morris. 6 to shoot. Irving with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Boston again missing. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Now here's Thomas. Now the pass to Wade. Back to Thomas. And it's sent back by Irving. Hayward dishes to Smart. Picked by Horford. Smart kicks to Irving. Horford with the screen on Thompson. Irving passes to Hayward. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
And as much as you love threes, those 2-point shots can add up, especially for a guy as talented as Gordon Hayward.
Now here's Wade. The screen from Thompson. Wade kicks to Thomas. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
Nice read by Dwayne Wade. Beautiful.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 14. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Isaiah Thomas.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. James checked in for Crowder. Hayward dishes to Morris. There's the pick. Horford sets a screen for Morris. To the wing on the left. Picked by Horford. And Thompson sends it back.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
Thomas kicks to Wade. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Goes in. Smart, wide open, he fired. It's good from about 19 feet.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Cleveland.
They had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Isaiah Thomas.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. No good from Irving.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yup, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain some confidence first.
Now here's Thomas. Here's Love. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up. Time,
playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.